Oh.
Okay, it's not as good at this angle as it was the other one. Still, could be worse.
Let's see here. Andre, not money. Look at that, social distance 5. There we
Yeah,
are.
that's all better.
That's social distance 5.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's all better. That's social distance 5.
Fuse there.
Little cherry link.
It seemed to make it worse. Maybe it's this one. Maybe this is the culprit. Yeah, that was the culprit.
And we're live, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andre. Not. Hey, there you is. I'll link that to you. Paste. Yeah, I guess I'll just.
Excuse me.
The only person I don't even know if Santos will show up, but like
Santos is Mike Concha, right?
yeah. But if usually I send him a link for. But anyway, what I was saying, when the responses come in, so that you want to link the questions element of it, and then when you get the answers that come in, you want to go to responses, and then everybody will come in, and then when it drops down, it'll show like, you'll see a pie graph. You don't want that. That's the worst. You want to go. It'll come up there. It'll say individual. If you have an issue, like I'll show you, like we're doing it. But if you do it individual, then it'll come up like Mike Honcho. Then it'll have all the sheets with each individual answer, and then you'll have the score. Oh, you need the score sheet too.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I'll bring that up so you have it.
Oh, you have one already? I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, just send it to me, and then I'll set it up so you have it on here.
And we're going to homegrown smoked. Okay, I just sent it to you.
The internet will slow down here.
It shouldn't be.
One more wrench.
Be a lot of these talking points here.
I'll talk up the storm. I'm losing jerky boys.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm here down here, Andre. Want one?
Oh no, I'm good, thanks. I got a half one of these. I'm still got the raging bitch here. I'm working on a quarter
I'll
of that.
graduate to one of those.
Interesting. It's like a Belgian IPA.
Oh yeah, I had it last week. I bought it.
Yeah.
I got a mess.
Yeah. Wonder how much longer this is all going to last.
I don't know, man. I can't imagine. They already canceled fucking Oktoberfest. Did you see that?
No.
In Germany, yeah. In September.
Wow. Yeah, it's in September, which is weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just opened up.
Yeah. There's a third person watching. So
Look at that. Maybe it might be Anthony, my tattoo artist. I'm wearing your shirt.
Someone bailed. Now it's just us.
I sent you the link too, right?
Huh?
I sent you the link on Facebook. the social distancing. So you had it. That's the one that we both see.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me post it then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Haven spot. I still don't understand why your fucking emails go to my junk mail. That's what I think. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to my fucking junk. Wow. Come on, you're slow.
Okay, darling, blah blah blah. Yeah, I just let them for the dogs. Send me. Oh, those bastards. And yeah, send me the whatchamacallit, the Google Forms for those bastards too.
Yeah. Wow, this is like super slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Is that going to cause an issue, you think? Or?
I mean, it's like taking a while to load the.
I think it might be your computer, dude.
I don't know. I'm not gonna restart. But I mean, I just turned my computer off and on. There's nothing. I have nothing running.
You could set up upstairs like we did last time in the kitchen.
We could try that because I mean, like your YouTube feed.
Mm-hmm.
When the hell was that from?
A while ago.
It keeps telling me. See if I can restart it.
Yeah.
You want to try to shift up there and see if it's better?
Let's see. I mean, the Wi-Fi is just right above us.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I know my computer ain't the best, but usually it's not. I got a solid state drive, so it's like it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's just like that score sheet I just downloaded them a second ago. It's like it took like a minute to download it. And it's still going.
Wow.
You want to try to shift or no?
What do you think?
I mean, it's like
it hasn't come yet.
Like it's still like it's buffering.
What? Maybe just restart it. It might. Yeah, that could be.
Try.
Yeah, it's too bad. The quality was the video quality was much better.
Better here, right?
That way, yeah.
I know.
Dude, I was about to cut my hair the other day myself. Then I was looking it up online, and everything I saw said don't. Wait till you have help. You know, like roommate or your wife or something.
It's crazy, like
Of course, I could just do like you do. My friend Bob Wallace just shave it down. Yeah.
I know. Like I went like 2-3 weeks without shaving, and it was like, and I was like, all right. And then I realized that was the longest I've had my hair grow in like a decade.
Wow. Yeah.
And I mean, not that it was even that long. It was just like. Yep. Let me see here. We got.
Is that you or me?
That's me.
Yeah.
All right, this is here. Let's see, file. Save that.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Maybe they're in there. Or beer, please. Are they still playing?
I know, but they sent up 4 points, and Fredonians are here.
Okay.
So I'm give her the 4 points too.
Yeah. All right, so the delay isn't too bad now. That's good.
Okay, good. You got the forms and everything? Yeah.
Yep, Google Forms. That's the sign-in sheet.
Drinking team, or you can put them in the score thing also.
I'm going to give you questions here. I'm going to send you the link right now. Andre, money. Want this back when I'm done, or you get to use this again?
Huh? Well, I forgot which one was mine. Which one was?
Oh, did you put yours on or no?
Yeah, I did put it on. Shit. Well, let me see. That one looks kind of used, right? You can see by this one looks less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll trust you.
My ex-wife put this together.
That's nice. What is it?
There's a way to do it. She showed me. I don't fucking remember. I think you put the loop on. Yeah, you put this on first like that.
The loop.
No. Wait, hang on. Yeah, backwards. Fuck, how did you do it?
Like that.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Right, so loop around.
The bottom loop on the back of your head.
Yeah.
And then you got this.
Tighten it, right?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be just so we show face.
Huh?
Wait, show face, not show face.
Yeah. But make it loose because it's hard to.
Yeah,
I know it's hard to breathe through it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have you tie this fucking thing off for me. Yeah. Fucking social distance.
That defeats the whole social distance. It's a blindfold, yeah.
I think something like that, right?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Some shit like this. Yeah.
Or does it go over the ears?
Yeah, and then you loop it over your ears. Well, you kind of see how I have it. Look, see like that sort of.
Oh yeah.
So,
am I all fucked up?
Well, in terms of what your life or.
Joke.
No, you look good.
That's right.
Yeah, come here. You can look at yourself through the camera. Right. Yeah.
We're like a biker gang for. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I have to take my beer. You can't. That's the downside of this. You can't do it.
Well, we'll make it happen. Yeah. You see here, it's like we both should have a fucking manifesto. Or the other option is that if you wear a mask over there, and I don't wear it on this side, so I don't know.
That could be, yeah. You can keep that.
Give me the gringo, or he gets it.
All right, so show me how I'm
That's good. So Yeah. So like nobody's responding yet.
That's like keep your beer there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll put it over here. Just in case it gets knocked over. Is it okay over here?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Well, the cardboard works.
Yeah, it works.
So I mean, people signing up here and.
Yeah, so like they'll come in, Andre, on like the questions. That's our element of it.
Yeah.
So what I could do to make it easier, I can open up all the links.
Looks like a doctor.
I know. That's right.
Yeah, okay.
What I can do, I'll open up like round 1, round 2, so they're already open for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this way, when you're done with the round, all you got to do is just close it out.
Okay.
So let me do that quick.
Sure. Okay.
Because then this way.
And while you're doing that, I limited all the links, all the pros to under 200 characters, because over 200 characters it wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Do you need the YouTube open on that side or no? It's not pointless.
Yeah, it's
right?
pointless. Yeah.
Google Docs. Tab. Oops, open the tab. Come on, you hooker. Open tab. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Tab. Tab. Okay. We're going to want Facebook over here. We're going to want team name. We're going to have Google Docs. Okay. Go to Google Docs. I'll do it in succession, okay? So it'll go left or right.
Mm-hmm.
And like again, if you have any problems, I mean, I'm right here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Two pictures. I put a big thing on the top there. Please, please, please put in your team.
Yeah.
Thanks kindly.
Jesus, the beer runs right through me. Sorry, bro.
That's all right. Round 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me see here. Jesus Christ. I look like a medieval I need to drink more. I think I got excommunicated somewhere down the line in 1547. I committed a crime. And by the way, I hope Anthony is watching right now because I'm wearing his I'll shout that out later on.
So I figured the talking points, I might start them.
I said I look like a. That's right. Yeah, I look like a 15th century excommunicated pirate from Martin Luther's band of bad boys.
I think it's more like a doctor,
The abbot from The Princess and the Bride. What do we have here?
Actually, I met Mandy Patinkin.
I heard he's an asshole.
Well, he was pretty chill when I saw him at Lowe's.
Did you?
Right away, I knew who he was. I said, "Hey," I really I know who you are. I admire your work. I said, "Do you mind if I take your picture?" He said, "No, I appreciate it enough. I'm really thankful you asked first." Yeah, we just had a 20-second conversation, but he's pretty chill. You know? No, I was polite with him. I said, "Do you mind if I?" Yeah. I said, I admire your work, but blah,
Sure.
Blah, so yeah.
It's amazing. Like, I mean, well, I'll do a few talking points too about famous people I've met over the years.
Yeah.
But,
all right, so I'm good to go here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have. So you'll have the if you need to look at them.
Yeah.
That's there. I mean, the Facebook, if you want a link.
Oh, let's get the whatchamacallit. The sign sheet you sent.
I already sent it to you.
Oh, good.
Did you post it on?
No, I didn't. Let me do it here. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I sent it over to you, so you have the Google Docs.
Yeah.
Well, we got a few minutes.
Okay. There we go. And we should mention calling the chaos, Yeah.
Here, I'll bring Santos up.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Four. Oh, sorry.
Just in case he shows up.
Where's my trivia break? Trivia. What is my PayPal thing? Trivia.
No, that's not what I want to get. I mean, we don't want we want the responses. And I'm brain fart here.
Yeah, I'm doing that as well.
I want the responses. It's always the responses.
You saw I sent you $24 today, right?
Yeah, I bought the what do you call it? I bought
And what's yours or your Venmo thing?
At
Venmo at Trivia Venmo at
Trivia Rich.
Yeah, with the hyphen.
Yeah. Yep, that Trivia hyphen Rich.
Yeah. You're right.
Mm-hmm. I got a little one. I got $10.
All right.
I'm gonna put that on vibrate because I'll be fucking going bonkers.
All right. I think you're good.
Okay.
Sarah, someone says having trouble with the sign-in sheet.
Really?
Since I'm not going to be in front of it, I don't.
Yeah. Just put mine on like that.
It's backwards. That's all right.
It's close enough. The sign-in sheet wasn't working?
Someone said Sarah Babin. Is she a friend of yours?
No. Responses, question. We don't want the edit. We want. Maybe it is the questions. Wait a minute. Try this. Let me try. I don't think it would be the edit. Why would you want the edit in there? They would never want the edit because they would be able to edit it. You don't want that. You want the responses. Try that again, please.
Do you want to do it yourself as long as you're there?
Let's see.
You can put it on both the YouTube and the thing there.
Blondisi, team name. What the hell is that?
What's that?
Blandissimo.
It's a team. That's some team.
Why is it called responses? Wait, 0. Oh, that's not right then. We want. Wait a minute.
Your touchpad works pretty well. Better than mine.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's in and out. Like if the thing. Hold on a second, Andre. Why don't I screw up the team name? The responses should be here. I'm gonna link this again.
Okay.
Try. You might be able to use this if the go over there and see. You don't mind?
On mine?
Go on yours and then post that to see if that, because that should be the. And Blandissimo, that shouldn't be. I for some reason that's. I'll put the team name in there, but. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Text. For some stupid reason, Google likes to just arbitrarily do what it wants. And then that should work. It just like, one, like that's what happens. Like, it was a text, but now we want to put numbers in there. Let's see if that works. I just want to do a test if shine and cheat. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Wendy Gerald. Hi, Wendy. Yeah.
Maybe it is the questions element, and I'm just screwing this up. I might have been a brain fart here right now.
Could happen.
Copy.
I think the dog wants to get in.
Let me try. No, I have it backwards. Try opening that.
Opening what?
What I just sent you.
Okay. This is a different Google form, totally.
Try opening. Yeah. Try opening.
This is a lot of stuff there.
No, that's the one. Here, click on that. No, yeah.
I'm glad it's under 200 characters.
Try try opening that. And then you should have
Small. Oh, there's Gwyneth Paltrow's. Okay. It's working.
But it's
small.
It should be the responses though. It's not. Why am I having a brain fart on this right now? They shouldn't be allowed to edit it.
Well, the sign-in works. I mean,
But it should. You shouldn't have. It should be the responses and not.
Yeah. That's the dog in.
Why am I having a brain fart? No, yeah, that's not right.
No?
No, because now it's on every. They're on every.
What do you think it is?
Shit.
Shiza. What's the fans say?
Let me try the. Let me try going back to the other one because that's not correct.
Okay.
put this one back up again, see if this one does it.
This is the sign-in sheet?
Sign-in sheet, yep.
Whoa, motherfucker, sorry. Watch my language.
It's always got to be responses. It's not use. Oh man, useless legs. No, this is bad.
Yeah, it's
this is bad.
Wonder what's going on.
Now they're signing into the
sign-in sheet.
Yeah,
everyone's getting the same.
No, but they're being able to get to the other sheets.
Yeah,
and
they are.
Yeah, and they're signing in with the. Tell them to put that one I just sent you. Try that one and see what happens.
Oh, I did. I did right now. See how it is. It looks good. It's small, but it's.
I want to see if that's correct because something's not right.
It's team sign. Let me just do a test one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just making a fake name. And how do I?
Just hit submit on the bottom. It
doesn't even say submit.
I'm accepting responses.
I don't see where it says submit here.
Mm-hmm. That's weird. Why is it like not? It's not even giving you the option.
No, and also it's small. Why the fuck is it so small? Oh, send. Okay. Send form email to. Is that it?
Yeah, but they shouldn't. The email shouldn't matter though.
No.
Just try to hit send. No. That was never an issue.
No.
Why is this a problem now? But yeah, I'm getting like Bad Wolf on the. Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm getting team names coming in, guys. So don't fret. If we missed anybody, we'll rock it out in a second.
What the hell did I notice? It's not like this before. Was it always this small when you got the answers?
Wait a minute, not lying. No, it was never that small, but it's not going to be that small. It's not going to matter over there because you're going to have it on here.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I could do is maybe delete this. Here, let me delete this. Delete, move the trash. Take out the trash. Whoa. Move the trash. Go to Google Forms home. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to make a new form. See, that's the problem. Text. Copy. Let's try this one here. Try this one, guys. I just want to make sure this works before we do anything.
This is not your one, right?
Yep.
I'll try it myself, right?
Yep. Okay. That should work.
Submit. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
There was a little wonkiness in there. Yep, I got it. Two fat fucks. I like it. Spencer Billy's in. There we go.
That's me.
I know. Yeah.
Well, 2 minutes ago. Okay, yeah. And we'll switch.
Oh, what's it like? I need the. Okay. We got you. We got you. Useless legs. Look at that. Baby Carlos. Red Wolf. Baby Carlos. Bad Wolf is in. Well, Anthony, give me 1 second.
We're almost ready, guys.
Two more minutes and we'll plug everybody into the matrix and we'll get rocking and rolling. Mongolian Navy's in, right? Bad Wolf uses brings by the Blondissimo. That's what we didn't have. Blondissimo.
Nice.
Thank you. Two fat fucks. Oh, no. What happened there?
Oh.
What the fuck happened there? I would have shit my pants there. Week 5, week 1. Okay. So we always you always wanted to link on the responses, not the questions, because they can edit the questions.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was weird that I did that and it didn't. So I'll always have these set at.
Okay, let me know when we're.
Wait.
I have to call for your assistance. Point out in a bit.
That's all right. Oh, okay. Actually, if it's on the questions, you can just you can do it. I take that back. You're gonna want to link the questions, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do it, just link this out. So this is round 1. Just do that. Questions.
Yes, so I send them in.
Yeah.
What I just posted on Facebook. How do they get it?
You'll get it through me through. Hold on. Hello, kids. Okay, so
And where's the score sheet?
the score sheet is.
Cool.
So just so you could probably just give them the 4 points.
Yeah. What's people?
Oh, not 44. Now, social distance trivia. It's so weird that it's so small.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you can do is maybe go. There it is. I got it. You got to do this, Andre. You got to go like that.
And, okay, Rich, I can't find the computer. I can't find your
Motherboard.
The sign sheets.
The sign sheets are here.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the sign sheets are here. Okay. Juicy Newton. You got to put them in. Juicy Newton. Okay, kids.
You know how to from the slides to the to YouTube, right?
Back and forth on the top.
Yeah. You just copy them and put them in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you blah 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 blah. Where are we on round 1? Oh, we're on round 5. Ooh. All All right, we're going to start, kids. If anybody needs to sign in, I'm your host, Trivia Rich. There's my face. I let Andre do the first month. I figured I'd kick it in a little bit to the pizza is here. The pizza is here. When we ask the questions, we'll see how it goes as far as the copy and paste because I'm using Andre's computer. So if it goes smoothly, then great. If not, I'll make sure that I have the links on the TV screen or the YouTube so that you can see it. But we'll give you all the questions so that you know. If I can copy and paste quick and it's seamless, then we'll do that. But without any further ado, we're going to give you the first round categories. Remember, please don't cheat. It takes the fun out of the game. We're not really playing for much, but we do appreciate anything that you guys can kick in to help us out. I know we're not doing it for much, but the little bit does go a long way. We buy the gift certificates, cocaine hookers. No. What's the gift certificate this week?
We didn't discuss it.
I know, yeah, I think we rallied back to the starting point because we did.
Well, we had Keegan House.
Yep.
Deuces.
Yep.
Rough Draft. Case of Bread and
Bar. Yep.
Grand Cru.
Grand Cru. Yep. And we did Keegan's. Yeah, we said that right.
Yeah. Maybe.
We're back to Keegan's.
Back to Keegan's.
We're back. We are back to Keegan's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We are back to Keegan's.
$25, or if it's out of town.
Yeah, that's right. It's $25 if you win. Like I said, it's a suggested $5 if you're playing by yourself, $10 per team. Whatever you can contribute, it does help. But the gift certificate goes to the greater good. We want to keep these guys in business while everything is kind of shut down.
Yeah.
It does help out, and I know they do appreciate it. But yeah, if you haven't gotten any, if you get your team name in, we still got some time on that. We'll give you the 4 points if you can identify the mystery photo that Andre put up on his Facebook page. But without any further ado, we'll kick this off. I'll move it along as quickly as I can. Round one categories are musicals. I'd like to thank the Academy, Give Me My Wine, Band in Japan, and Banking. All right. Oh, you need the, yep. So hold on, give me 1 second. I got to show Andre that. Just click this, copy, and then send that here.
Oh, cool. I got it.
Paste. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
And then just send that over.
All right.
And then I'll send you guys the score sheets. Trivia break. Trivia Rich. If it takes too long for me to, oh wait, did I send the wrong thing? That's the team name. Wait, oh, was that the team name sign-in sheet?
I think it's the right one. Week 5, round 1.
Did it not go?
Oh, let's see here.
I never. It would be definitely helpful if you sent the link. Yeah, that was my fault.
Oh, bad. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna send you the. I'm gonna send you guys over the Google.
Oops. All right. So while we're waiting, I was talking to Rich about my travails with Sprint. I was on my son's account, Rich, as you know, before, and he and his wife got a better deal with Verizon, so I had to get off of his Sprint account, and that was back in December. So I kept getting bills from Sprint, which I paid, but they always seemed kind of high. And then today I thought, well, I would just check out what I'm paying. And then it turns out that I'm paying much more than I should. And I was on the phone with them, chatting with them for 3 hours today. Mm-hmm. And while I'm doing that, I was getting really, really frustrated. They couldn't switch me over from my son's account. He didn't cancel whatever I had to cancel. It was a bit ridiculous. So I had that going on today. 3 hours with that.
All right, here we go. We're kicking it off.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Question 1. Some enchanted evening, there is nothing like a dame and younger than springtime. Our song. Nothing like a dame and a younger than springtime. Our songs from What Rogers and Hammerstein musical. Wait a minute, wait. This is being edited in real time. Something, my sheet is getting other team names on it. Uh-oh. Yep, we got a problem.
We have a problem this week. Maybe just do it for fun this week. I don't know.
Why is it? Google does not like me one iota.
Not today.
It was never an issue. The only thing I can do is pass along the baton to Andre for the first couple rounds, and I will get this all squared away. Okay. Because I've done the Google Docs for a while, and it's never been an issue. And yeah, I see that like people are we're getting like 0 responses. People are able to edit these. So we're gonna don't submit anything. I'm gonna switch over back on there and see if we can get to the bottom of this. Andre's gonna take over for a second, and we're gonna get this.
All right. So Rich is more the more the technician. With my ascot, I'll be more the showman here. But yeah, so we'll get it figured out. But meantime, we're talking about my travails with Sprint. A lot of fun there. I know Verizon's a deal, but you see those ads from Spectrum about their own mobile service. I'm not sure I want to go that way.
Try posting that.
But okay, all right. Let's try posting this, my friends. Here we go. Post this business.
Disregard the last sheet and go with this one, guys.
Alrighty, try this sheet instead. Here we are. Give that a go. See how it works. Hopefully it does. Meantime, so talking about my business with Sprint, it wasn't fun at all. But let's get away from Sprint. You see one of our questions. Oh, Leonisa, how does Spectrum work out for you in terms of mobile service? If it's good, let me know, because I might just go there because I'm very frustrated with Sprint. So you see one of our questions was about the female actor Hilary Swank and her two Oscars, one, of course, for $1 Million Baby. I was reading up on her for that, and she was a gymnast in high school, so a bit of an athlete already. But when she took that role as a boxer in the movie $1 Million Baby, she was in shape, but she was thin. And Clint Eastwood was the director, and he thought, well, we got to get her muscled up. So she put on 19 pounds of muscle. She really did. Worked out really hard for her role as Maggie Fitzgerald in $1 Million Baby. Put in a lot of training, like 5 hours a day, hard training. And she actually, in training, somehow got a staph infection. But totally in character, she wouldn't tell Clint Eastwood that she had an infection because she figured her character Maggie Fitzgerald would never tell anyone that she wasn't feeling well. So anyway, she didn't tell Clint. What's that? Okay, I'm going to read the question again then for you guys. Here we go. Question number 2. I'm going to post it for you. Question number 2. As we said, Hilary Swank won the Best Actress in 2004 for $1 Million Baby. And the '99 Oscar for what other movie? Would it be Boys Don't Cry, Black Dahlia, or could it have been Insomnia, or could it be Amelia? One of those 4 is your correct answer. So send it to us when you know it. So speaking about Hilary Swank again, in the movie, Clint Eastwood directed it, and Morgan Freeman and Morgan Freeman played her trainers. If you saw the movie, the real boxing champion, man, it's still wrong. They're saying the answer sheet. Yeah. The boxing champion Lucia Riker from Holland. She played she played a boxer as well. And Hilary Swank was pretty good, but she knew that Lucia was really taking it easy on her because she's being a professional boxer and everything. Anyway, the film won Best Picture. Clint Eastwood won Best Director, Morgan Freeman Best Supporting Actor. So it was a great film. 2004 there it was.
But meantime, tell us which one was the other Oscar for Hilary Swank. Was it Boys Don't Cry? Was it Black Dahlia? Was it Insomnia? Or was it Amelia? One of those four would be your correct answer. So the thing that's not into the...
It's weird, man. I have no idea why this is like...
Yeah, it just ain't right.
It just ain't right.
So I'm thinking, think they should text us answers then, or would that be too much of a hassle? I might be able to figure it out that way. Okay. All right, let's try this. I'm going to say, since the sheets aren't working, you want to text us. Oh, that's going to be so hard, though. If you get 5 questions.
If you did it on that, it just doesn't make any sense. Why it's like
845-616-3049. Tell us your team name. And let's give you question number 3. Question number 3 now. Yeah, nothing seems to be working. I'm really sorry for this, guys. I'm blaming Sue from Fredonia for it. Why not? I gotta blame somebody. So, okay. Here's question number 3. Jerry Lee Lewis did a cover version of Wine Spodioti. According to cocktailbook.com, it is a real wine and cocktail mix. And what kind of whiskey is used in the Wine Spodioti? It's wine, and what type of whiskey would make you Wine Spodioti? I don't think you get it at a bar too often, but that's the deal with it. All right, so this one is banned in Japan, going from hard liquor to soft drinks, if you will, because it has what we call brominated vegetable oil in it, which is a flame retardant. What popular? What? Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Meantime, what popular U.S. soda is banned in Japan and also the European Union? What popular U.S. soda is banned in Japan and also the European Union?
I think I may have the answer and the solution to what the hell is going on, guys.
I don't know if you heard him, but Rich might have a solution as to what's happening. So that would be a blessing.
I think I got it figured out. Let's see. Hold on.
And lastly, while he's working that out, and I didn't mean that in a snarky way, the banking category, you would think that the World Bank is based in a European or foreign country, but it's not. Its headquarters is in what American city? The headquarters of the World Bank, its headquarters, not in Europe, it's in a U.S. city. What U.S. city would you find the headquarters of the World Bank? So get that to us. Meantime, I'll send you another. Forget about my texting thing because I didn't know what.
I think I have it figured out, guys. Yeah. I think I know what I did.
He knows what he did. That's good.
It requires a lot of alcoholism in life.
You send me another one? Just now? Okay.
Hold on one second.
All right. I'm going to try another one. Apologizing for this. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I see, did you have Mongolian Navy in there? We saw that.
I got Mongolian Navy.
And I want to give a big shout out to Sue Lichtenberg of Mongolian Navy. You see the COVID mask I'm wearing. She has designed these for myself, for my wife, Donna, and also for all the many of the nurses and techs at Kingston Hospital. All of the goodness of her heart, altruism totally, not accepting money for it or anything. Right. And it's really a good thing you did, Sue. We really want to give you a shout out on that. Really nice of you. Thank you.
We're gonna do this. Hold on. What happened was I figured it out.
Rich figured it out, which is good.
Hopefully this is the answer.
This could be the answer to all our questions, to all our troubles.
Try that and then respond to that on that's round 1.
Okay. Try this link. Give that one a go, see if it works. Okay, I think it ought to. Okay, so we're done talking about $1 Million Baby, which is a pretty good movie. Morgan Freeman, just so well casted with Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman, and Hilary Swank. Put on was quite the athlete anyway. There's all these shots of her now, showing off her guns and stuff. mess you up, man. With the left, the right, to the body,
So I'll give you a quick heads up as to what happened. When I was trying to give Andre the Google Docs, the link, and when I put the settings on, I made it so that anyone can edit it, even public.
Oh.
So it didn't matter whether or not Andre got it or not. If you guys got it, you could edit it too. So I think that's the.
But the team name slot is asking for a number.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'll update that.
Oh man. So it's just to deal with it. Guys, we appreciate your patience. This is really nice of you. I hope you're being entertained by this. By the way, tonight's broadcast is from what I call my lower living room, the den, if you will.
That should be fixed now.
Okay. Send me another one? Okay.
No, you don't need to do anything. Okay. You can just resubmit that and it'll work. There we go. Look at that. Holy shit, technology works. I don't know who Team 7 was.
Team 7, I think, was Mongolian Navy.
Mongolian Navy?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Comedy of errors, yeah.
Okay.
We tried Google Classroom. Then we tried Google Classroom. Wasn't going to work, yeah.
All right, we'll give them that, I guess. 3, 4. Mongolian Navy.
Mongolian Navy.
We'll get you through the first round, and then I'll take back over again.
There really is. You might not think of it. There really is a Mongolian Navy, which is about 7 people, and it's a ferry service over a lake between Mongolia and Russia. It's kind of more. They say it's not working, dude.
It should be working. I got whoever submitted. I got their answer.
Yeah, so I think it's working now, guys. Wendy, try it again. Looks like it's working.
Sure, try resubmitting. It should be working.
Larry suggested we just go by the honor system and just let me see what text.
We can do that. I'm okay with that. You just tell me what your score was. We'll ask the questions, and if it doesn't go through, just tell me how many you got right, and we'll go with that. I respect everybody that plays.
So in case you didn't hear, I'm sure you did, but what we're suggesting now is since we're having so many technical difficulties, we'll just go by the honor system. So we're going to trust you guys to tell us what your score was. One point per correct answer, and then the winner, based on an honor system, you'll just tell us how you did, and then we'll send you your gift certificate. So yeah. Every correct answer, just score yourself a point. At the end of the evening, let us know what your total score is. Okay, we got that out of the way. Do you want to switch it up, Rich, or do you want to do anything? Okay. Okay, so I'll just go. We'll just go. Okay, all right. So you got to.
We can do the.
Okay, let's give them the answers. Are all answers in? Okay, so I'm assuming that are you guys all in with your answers? Have you all decided your answers? Okay, honor system. All decided on your answers?
A particular set of skills, so if you cheat us, we will hunt you down, we will find you.
Give me a heads up, 6 rounds.
We're going to try this again and see if you can submit these.
Okay, let's give you the answers. All right, okay, I get lots of Robin's texting me. Okay, all right, very nice. Okay, all right, so let's give you the answers for all of these for your first round of questions. The musical. With all those songs, great songs. My mom took me to see the movie when I was a kid. Didn't really like it, but in retrospect, it was pretty good. So the songs were from the movie South Pacific, the movie and the play South Pacific. There's nothing like a dame and all that. Hilary Swank got her Oscar also from Boys Don't Cry. If you like your wine Spodiote, well, you're liking the wine plus a little bourbon in it. Bourbon.
Brominated vegetable oil, not good for you, flame retardant. It's in Mountain Dew. If you're in the EU or in Japan, you won't be able to get it. And lastly, the World Bank is not in Europe as I thought it was. It's actually in Washington, D.C. Remember, Abraham Lincoln didn't die in vain. He died in Washington, D.C. It's a bad joke, but it's a joke nonetheless.
I sent you the link for round 2.
Okay,
you can put it up there and see if it works.
We're going to try the link now for round 2. It might work. I think it might. Okay, here we go. It's a picture round. So if it doesn't work, how are we going to work the picture round? I don't know. We'll just post it again. All right. Okay.
Tell me you got 12.
Okay. Let us know if this works. The pics show up. Okay. If the pics show up. And remember, you're scoring for yourself. You're scoring by yourselves.
The responses should come up if you're the teammate. Hopefully, it's not.
They're giving us the scores. Remember, you're scoring yourselves. We're trusting you this time. So many people have 4, which is good. Round 2, no room for team name, they're saying.
Okay. I got it right now. Just try it again now.
You can try it again.
Refresh the page.
Refresh the page. Okay. Okay, oh, great, it worked. Okay, there are 12 images, doctors, nurses, medical personnel, orderlies, all types of medical personnel. Perfect score would be 12 points, 1 correct for each person. If it is a fictional doctor or medical person, we want to know the fictional name, not the actor that plays him, except for number 12. We might there accept the actor's name, so don't worry if you don't get that one correct. Not a worry at all, because I don't remember that guy's name at all in the movie. I just remember the guy that played him. It was very funny also. So while we're waiting for your answers, send them up to us. Meantime, as you might know, my wife, Mrs. Trivia Break, Donna, is a nurse, and youngest son of Trivia Break, Dominic, also works at the hospital. He's a transporter, what they used to call an orderly. Transporter sounds better, but it kind of sounds like he's more like a trucker. But, at the hospital, they're pretty much gowned up with the gloves and the masks and the gowns. But they have to request the N95 masks. They don't get them automatically, which seems kind of chintzy. But, however, there's really not a lot of them at the hospital. They're in short supply. We all know why. So the hospital would prefer they use their old masks rather than get a new one each and every time. But however, let us salute those first responders and nurses and doctors, other medical personnel. Lots of famous doctors, as you could see on the pictures we sent you, but tough sledding for real life recognizable nurses. We all know, the famous ones like Florence Nightingale and stuff. And forget about finding famous EMTs, although I did find one. And for that matter, forget about the X-ray techs, the CNAs, the head nurses at the hospital. You know how you tell who the head nurse is? I won't go there. But you can't find those. So, and also, as I said before, I want to give a shout out to Sue of Mongolian Naval Recruits. She is tip top on her sewing machine skills and has fashioned the mask that I'm wearing sometimes today. It does work pretty well. I just put it down because it was hard to talk and everything. No, it's not hard to talk at all. There you go. See, works over the years. It's big, works out pretty well. But I'm in my own house. I don't need to wear it. Just wanted to show it to you. So she's making a few of them in different patterns for the nurses and techs at Kingston Hospital, all out of altruism and the goodness of her heart. So much love and thanks to Sue. In the meantime, almost all of you have gotten our mystery photo, another doctor, if you will. Let's give her props for her unenviable job, and at the same time, someone tell her to lose those scarves. I mean, what's she thinking of? I'm not exactly Mo Rocca with the fashion, but anyone.
Mo Green.
Mo Green. But my ascot looks pretty chill. But meantime,
So what all else? That's a phrase I picked up when I worked at WBUZ. It was a country radio station in Fredonia, New York. They had a lot of security there, Rich. What would happen is if someone could just walk in and say, I want to talk to the DJ, and they would just let them in. So, yeah. So one day I'm on the air, and some goober kind of guy comes in and talks to Shirley, the receptionist. I want to talk to that guy. So she lets him in. And he says he wants to hear like a Mel Tillis song or something. So I only had Coca-Cola Cowboy or something else. And he said, what I'm going to write it down. He said, what all else do you have? I said, man, I never heard that phrase before. That's all I had, but what all else stuck with me. Some 30 years later, I'm still on what all else. So, what all else? So,
hey, look at this. We may be working. Fredonia.
All right. Very nice. Cool. All right. Thank you, Sue. Sue is from Fredonia. She remembers WBUZ at Fredonia. So does my ex-wife, Sue. Yes, WBUZ, 15 Water Street, the sound of the country. It's great to wake up with Andy Gordon and the sound of the country. That was my tagline for my morning show. Then they bumped me to afternoons, Hank Serafin, the famous Hank Serafin. Buddy, you'll mess up my whole setup. By the way, Hank Serafin, he was the only guy in the Reagan administration to have lost his license. I think I mentioned that a couple of weeks back. So enough about Hank. Hank Serafin.
Yeah, just heads up, guys, because I'm a nice guy and we're getting the responses in. I'm going to give everybody 5 points on the first round to just quell all that. And I think we're back in business. So I think we're in good shape.
Excellent.
So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that.
All right. How are we doing on those picture rounds?
We got 2 answers.
2 answers.
With 2 teams in.
All right. So keep it going, with feeling. All right. So what else can I talk about? Everything else alludes to later answers, so I can't go there. So saluting the nurses. Mad about Sprint. They say they'll arrange it. They'll fix it up for me tomorrow. Oh really? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nick Syracuse, a famous guy as well. And a few famous people came out of WBUZ. If you listen to WAMC out of Albany. The NPR station, the reporter for the Pioneer Valley in Massachusetts, Paul Tuthill, worked at WBUZ before I did. But he's a very, very professional guy, does really cool reporting. Also, there was a guy, Rick Housley, that we worked with. And Rick is a reporter now with a Boston TV station. Nick Syracuse became was a funny guy. Could have been a professional comedian. Actually did some of that locally in Western New York, Buffalo area, Syracuse, that kind of thing. And he is now a motivational speaker of some kind. So which is pretty interesting. Give us the character for the fictional ones. Or fictional, yeah. Meantime, so I did not know he wrote for Jay. That's right. I didn't know he wrote. You reminded me.
You're getting a point for that one.
Yeah.
Juicy News.
The Juicy News. Yeah.
Number 3.
That's pretty good. Okay. And the other famous guy, I was actually at his wedding. Dave Belmondo was a DJ at WBUZ. And Rich is being entertained, easily entertained. He had the world's record from Guinness Book of World Records back when they kept these things. He DJ'd for 30 days straight somehow. He took 15-minute sleeping breaks, and he won the world record for most durable DJ. And now he's a weather guy at a TV station in Erie, Pennsylvania, Erie, PA, Dave Belmondo. So that's a deal there. And me, not as famous as those guys, but here I am here in Lake Katrine, New York, in my basement, doing an online trivia show. What went wrong?
What?
No, in my life, I mean, those guys. What happened? Oh, and Ann Layton is semi-famous as a music agent for acts and stuff. She lives in the Bronx, and she was the DJ there before me. All Fredonia graduates, at least Ann, myself, Sue, and Sue. Fredonia graduates. And how are we doing on answers there, Mr. Rich? Are you getting there? Okay. All right. So yeah, Hank lost his license. There's a WBUZ, I think, in Columbus, Ohio now. Meantime, so
half the team's in.
Okay, half the team's in. So hustle them up. 12 is a perfect score. Yeah, Martin, we'd like your answers. Martin, we would like answers.
The link is actually working now, so you guys are in good shape. Sorry about the snafu.
Sorry for lack of punctuation. Oh, look at my typewriting. Wow. My keyboarding. All right. How are we doing? Getting there. Okay. So
this is the longest one because it's pictures and it's 12 pictures.
Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. So
I try to keep it this.
That's all right. Yeah. So we're waiting on the answers. Meantime, we made some chicken wings this evening, but turns out it's not going to kill you. But if you leave your chicken wings in the freezer too long and then you thaw them out rapidly and you cook them up, with the best sauce you have. My wife's a fantastic cook, but the wings, if they're old, they're not going to taste too good. So there's that. What's going on? Yeah. So there's a story there. Yeah, Sue, I know Hank died, I think, about a couple of years ago. He was a landlord in Dunkirk. Not Dunkirk, France, Dunkirk, near Fredonia. Okay. All right. All answers in, perhaps? Okay.
I had one team that didn't put a team name on the top where it's
per usual. Okay. So, all right. So, yeah, so number 5, number 4, number 3, I should say, is a fictional doctor. He is not your heroin dealer. Number 1, you might know, a real doctor. Number 2, you should know. Number 4 is on TV right now. You probably know who she is, but I want her real name. The next one, we mixed them up. Number 3 is actually number 4. He is not your heroin dealer, but he is pretty handy with the syringe. He's a fictional doctor. The next one is a real-life EMT, but you may know him better as more famously for another avocation he has. The next one is a famous writer, if you will. Also, he was a medical person. Then we have a woman clearly being arrested by 3 policemen. Looks like an official. Looks like W.C. Fields or Winston Churchill, but not either of those. She's being arrested. She was a famous nurse. Then we have a fictional doctor giving a lot of shade there. Let us know who she is. Next up is a real-life doctor, a current doctor. Who is he? Another TV doctor, but a real doctor. You might see him on news broadcasts. And second to lastly, is a fictional nurse holding bags of medical waste. Who is she? And finally, this guy is not the medical professional you like working with you, but however, he did play a medical professional in a comedy movie. Tell us the name of the actor or the name of the movie, either way. Not the woman behind the screen. That's not important to us now. I don't remember the movie too well, but let us know who that guy is as well. So perfect score would be 12 points. I'm almost ready to post up the answers. So if you're not in now, we're going to give you
one more minute.
One more minute. So it is now 7:37. So get us an answer within 1 minute, or else we're going to pop it in. Someone's saying there is no room for no room for the team name.
That's there. It should work.
It should work. We're hearing it should work, Sue. So give it a go otherwise, and let us see if you can do that. Okay. So I'm gonna post it for you in just a little bit. Post it in bits and pieces because we went over our limit of 200 characters. So 30 seconds to get it into us. Thank you. 30 seconds. All right. Okay.
This is what I drink.
Okay. And I'll give them to you.
Oh, individual.
Okay. Is that about it? Okay. Already submitted?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Want to give it to him? Should I give the answers? Okay.
Hold on.
I'm talked out on these talking points, man. Okay. All right.
Roll it. Okay. Whatever.
Okay. Just, all right. So I'm going to give it to you in bits and pieces. There we go for your first few. Then we have, let's see, these ones as well. Walt Whitman. I'll just read them to you. Okay. I'll read them off to you. You guys don't mind. Okay. Okay. So here are your answers to each and every one. We had oh, this is killing me. Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you. Read it off to you so you know who it is. Okay, from the very beginning. Answer number one: the first doctor is, of course, Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is number one. Number two is C. Everett Koop, who was the Attorney General, the Surgeon General in the Reagan administration. Dr. Pimple Popper is Sandra Oh. Sandra Oh. I was really looking for Sandra Oh. But if you gave us Dr. Pimple Popper, I'll leave it up to Trivia Rich if he wants to.
I gave it to him.
Okay, Dr. Pimple Popper is fine. The next one is not your heroin dealer, but it is, in fact, Dr. Kildare. Dr. Kildare is played by Richard Chamberlain, a medical series in the 60s. After that, we had Dr. Marcus Welby in the 70s. This guy was an EMT. He is David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth of Van Halen was an EMT.
If you put Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood could be that as well.
That was the right answer.
He was a Civil War nurse, believe it or not. That's Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was also a Civil War nurse in the Civil War. The founder, pretty much, of Planned Parenthood. The person being arrested. That's Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger, the famous nurse. Did anyone get Margaret Sanger? I'm curious about that.
I don't think so.
Probably not. Okay. Next up, that's Dr. Christina Wang. Excuse me, Yang. Christina Yang Wang. Christina Yang. Great actress. So good in that Sideways also. A fantastic role there. That's Dr. Ben Carson, surgeon. He really is a doctor, no question there. Another doctor for you, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Dr. Gupta. You see him on TV a lot. This is Edie Falco, of course, playing Nurse Jackie by Edie Falco. And lastly, that is Jerry Lewis from the Disorderly Orderly. Either would be correct, Disorderly Orderly or Jerry Lewis. Either one would be acceptable. So thank you for that. All right. Going to your next category, round 3. We have categories Detroit City, World War II, another roadside attraction, on the river, and movies. Your categories Detroit City, World War II, another roadside attraction, and on the river. On the river. Here are your categories, and we see very well that Bad Wolf got Margaret Sanger. Very impressive, guys, if you got that. Here are the categories. Let me give you the questions while Trivia Rich is sending them to you. Number one. I don't know. Did you? Okay, let me post it up. Okay. Yeah, you did.
I'll take over if you want. If we go back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Let me just give them the questions. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, you can take over. Let me just post them for them. Okay. All right. Here are your sheets for round 3. Round 3. Okay. All right. Let's give you the questions. Here we go. In Detroit City, you will need a passport or an enhanced license to get there. Go over it. What is the name of the bridge that connects Detroit with Windsor, Ontario, Canada? You'll need a passport or an enhanced license to get there. What is the name of the bridge that connects Detroit with Windsor, Ontario? Question number 2 on this round. Great cast with Sean Connery, Gene Hackman, and Michael Caine. What is the name of the movie about a failed World War II Allied operation that happened in the Netherlands? What's the name of the movie that featured a failed Allied operation that happened in the Netherlands during World War II? Next up, question number 3. We go now to another roadside attraction, a London Bridge. Wendy should get this one. London Bridge was sold to a guy named Robert McCullough in 1968. He had it dismantled and reassembled in his home state as a tourist attraction. What is his home state? So now London Bridge is in what U.S. state? question number 4 on this round. You have probably driven the Kingston-Rhinecliff Bridge countless times over the years, and you know it as simply the Kingston-Rhinecliff Bridge, but it's also known as a memorial bridge to what historic figure? The Kingston-Rhinecliff Bridge is also a memorial to what historic figure? Let us know that as well. And finally, question number 5. Question number 4, not really fair for our out-of-towners, but something you can learn. And lastly, question number 5. Should you be feeling groovy? You probably heard the song by Simon and Garfunkel, the 59th Street Bridge song. New York City's 59th Street Bridge is also known by what other name? The 59th Street Bridge in New York City is also known by what other name? Walk it up to us when you know it. That'd be fantastic. Meantime, send it to us by Google, by the Google Slides. I'm going to take a quick break. And Rich, you can. I've got talking points about.
I'm actually going to start off. Okay. And I know hopefully he's mulling over his answers, but I wanted to. I have a bow in my hair. I just watched The Notebook. This is good. That's good. I'm going to give a shout out to my tattoo artist, and I know they're watching right now. This is Anthony at the Revenant Gallery. It does say Tatpocalypse 2020. I know he only has a couple. The last time I talked to him, he had a couple extra large shirts left. But if Anthony has done my entire sleeve here, it's an Indiana Jones theme, and nothing but love. When you guys come back, if you need a tattoo from Anthony at the Revenant Gallery, he is fan-fucking-tastic. But everybody else at the tattoo parlor is amazing. We got Jules. She does some really killer work. We got Keith that's there. He does some really awesome work. We have Carolina. She does microblading. If you guys ever need microblading, she does that. And yeah, I think I missed. What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed somebody, and that's driving me crazy. Barry Barsamian. How did I miss Barry Big Balls? If you ever need a great tattoo, Barry is phenomenal. He's killer. I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I know that it'll come to me, and then I'll just have that epiphany. But yeah, if when we come back from all this, if you guys need any tattoo work done, the Revenant Gallery, they do some amazing, amazing work. I love those guys. I've been going to them for the last few years, and I mean, you will not be ever disappointed with any work you guys get there. So, little plug. We need to push everybody we can and plug. I know I got to wear my I have this on cockeyed, and it's quite all right. It is what it is. But yeah, you guys have a few more minutes to get those answers in. I'm going to show Andre how to score that, and we'll be here until 11. It's okay. But Kingston-Rhinecliff Bridge notes. I'm actually going to add this, which I'm really, really, really pissed off about. I read in the news today that Germany decided to postpone or cancel altogether Oktoberfest in Munich this year, which, you know, I understand why they do it. And I had gone in, let me just see. All right, so yeah, okay. So then it'll be Baby Carlos with other answers in there. Then you can just, you know, if you know the answers,
okay,
then you just go over there and then just plug them in. And then when you go to the next one,
okay,
just go over to just put them over.
Okay.
So, anywho, what happened was that they decided that they were going to cancel it, and I had gone for my 26th birthday in 2004. That sounds about right. 20. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was 26. So that'd be 42. And you talk about a drunken debauchery. If you've never been to Oktoberfest, the one weird thing is that you would think that it's just nothing but beer drinking. I'm gonna put that down for 1 second because it's getting a little annoying. But Andre's got his mask on, so we're. Andre screwed it up. That's all right.
And I might have to refresh it now. Then it's all corrupted. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. You could have fixed it. Okay. All right, cool. He's trusting me with tech. A bad thing.
If things go tits up, I can take over for the technology. I look like I.
No, it's still popping up in Google Forms.
Why is it? That's weird. Don't copy and paste.
No, I didn't.
Oh, just put in, like, if you know the numbers, just put the numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know I use Linux, and I've been using Linux for the number like 7 years, and it's just weird getting used to not using Windows anymore. I despise Windows. I won't use it. But anyway, getting back to Munich, you would think that it was like the just beer everywhere and nothing but beer, which is true. But at the same time, too, I look like an idiot. I look like Abraham Lincoln just went into terrorist school. But what it's like the Dutchess County Fair with rides and attractions and games, and it's like very kid friendly. But you have these gigantic beer halls that are set up by like Hofbräu, Spaten. So every individual beer tent is, tight to their own beers, and there's thousands of people in every tent, and it's a drunken shit show. Like I recommend doing it once in your entire life because it's just bonkers ridiculous. But I was going to fly to Europe to go with my mother this year, to fly to Hungary and go to Prague, she never went, and then go to Munich, and they canceled it now. So now we're not going. What's that?
It keeps copying. I don't know why.
What the hell is going on here?
It's so frustrating.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's not that they got 8, company got 8, but
that's it. So
we're gonna do this round, and I just wanted to host a little bit because my camera looks like it was put in by the Carpathians. You can't see fuck all with it, and it's ridiculous. Thanks, Sue. I do look like I'm Amish. I was in Witness. I was the little kid in Witness. This is how I turned out. I went on Rumspringa, and I figured out that I found alcohol and cocaine, and it was lights out. We really need to get trivia back in normalcy, because I know Andre and I are champing at the bit with we love doing this, and we love. You got it?
Yeah.
Cool. But we really enjoy doing this, and it sucks that we're stuck in the house doing this and doing our part, and we appreciate you guys. But it's just amazing that people aren't adhering to these rules, and it sucks. It's apolitical, but we just want to get through it so it doesn't have to happen again. And I don't want this to drag on till fucking October, November. I mean, and it's not. It is what it is, but we all want to get out there. Like, I want to support the bars. Like, I think, Anthony, I have a tattoo appointment, I think, in 3 weeks. And I'm hoping and praying to Christ that we can somehow, get that resolved. And maybe by some grace of God, it'll, the grace of God, by the grace of God.
By the grace of God. It's very literal, very, very literal. Yeah. So,
I know, Sue. These are actually really fantastic. It's just that it's like it makes it so hard to host with the mask on, and you get kind of. I've been working, which I've been very fortunate, but we love you guys. I mean, I know it's tough. Like, nothing for nothing. I've been doing the technical aspect of it. Not that I'm technically savvy by any stretch, because this is why I drink myself into a stupor. But when you get acclimated to doing like the scoring, which I don't mind doing, and I don't mind hosting as well, but when you've been doing it for so long and you know what's going on, and like sending the links, like being when we were apart for a few weeks. So, you know, it's like having done that, which was good, but now we're trying to like be cohesive again. But like if you haven't done it before, it's like it makes it tough because it's like you don't know the little.
One team did not send their team name in.
Are we short on a team name or no?
Well, they misspelled the if you put an E on the name of the first bridge, that's you misspelled it. So
whoever lost the E on the first bridge.
Whoever put an E in instead of the other letter.
Yeah. Are we good?
Give too much away. No, I'm still on no, we're not good yet. Sorry.
Oh.
What the hell did I do?
Andre's looking at all my personal. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing to hide.
Okay, got
trivia porn. Yeah. Alex Trebek in the nude. That's why I drink. Yes, Gary. That's why. Well, that's not the only reason why I drink. There's many mitigating factors, you know.
We're getting there.
Apolitical for 4 more years, yes. Oh God.
Moving forward. Just we're halfway through.
Halfway through.
We'll be there by morning. Did you know that if it's a dry summer, you know, there's not a lot of rain. If you're right under the Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge in the middle of the river,
it's shallow.
Yeah, you can actually stand there.
People don't realize that. Like when I found that out, my parents had a boat for a while, and we were going up the river, and when the depth finder said it was only like about 4 or 5 feet deep.
Yeah. Crazy.
So like you know, you would. I don't want to make light of a bad situation, but like that's the way it's dug out with the channels. That's why the boats stay to the left and right, because it's so shallow there. You can actually stand and have your head be above water. Yeah. People don't realize that.
My friend Vin Martello, I used to work with him. That's my names. But back when we both worked at the radio station WDST as sales guys, he owned a sailboat, and he would take you out on the boat, and you think what a lot of fun it would be, but the dude puts you to work, you know. And I didn't get a course in how to you know, in sailing. He would tell you, you know, stern, aft, bow, you know, leeward, starboard. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's supposed to be fun for me. I'm not here to work, you know. But yeah, they say if you own a sailboat, own a boat, what do they say? Your best day is the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, boats are great. Yeah. Boats are really awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna we're gonna switch off again when we do the end of this. I'm gonna have Andre introduce the next round, and I'll finish scoring the rest of the sheets. I'm sure they're probably almost done.
Yeah, no, I want to go. They're all in.
Yeah, I'll have Andre ask the questions and post them, and then I'll just bullshit, and well, I guess we'll make him do all the work.
Juicy Newton has great answers.
Oh, Juicy Newton is.
By the way, the answer to the Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge is not FDR and shitty legs.
You should give him. I think Juicy Newton should get a point for that if that was them. Oh, that's good, Juicy Newton. I'm actually bequeathing a point to Juicy Newton for the FDR shitty legs.
Not very nice.
No, it's not really nice, but that's it. Thanks, Christine. It's very functional. That's right. I breathe through my beard.
I might have you take over doing the score.
You've been wonky.
I'm quite fungal fingered.
That's all right.
You want to take over?
I will take over. I'll be back for. How about this? I'll come back for the last round.
We'll come back to the finish score.
The ocean mask. I honestly look like a fucking. I excuse my language. I look like an Amish terrorist.
Yes,
I was bred between Al Qaeda and. I look like I have mumps.
You're a funny guy.
See, we got to do is just maybe if I get a better webcam.
There we go.
I get a better webcam, I will.
A better webcam.
I know nothing worked. Trust me, I tried everything. I went for HDMI cords, USB cords, webcams. Like everything did not work. And my buddy Larry Hertz. I want to actually shout out Larry. He turned 43 last week. We're shaving off a couple of years, but
I think he's older than me.
No, Larry celebrated a birthday, and we did a one of those Zoom conferences, and it went so well. But I realized my camera is total horseshit, and it looks like it was from a 1996 setup, and it just. Larry said it. He was 73. He's working on his 74th trip around the sun. I love that. Yeah, and Larry's one of the best people. We love him to death. And Andre is just about done with the answers, and we're going to turn it back over for a round. I'm dishonest, Abe. That's right.
Gordie Howe Bridge. I said the bridge was the Gordie Howe Bridge.
The Gordie Howe Bridge. Oh, man.
Yeah, people are up on their bridges. I guess everyone saw that was the theme, bridges.
Yeah.
But, no extra credit for knowing it, though. So that's how we roll. Okay.
I have a quasi Russian Sputnik helmet on. I could be Yuri Gagarin's.
Gagarin. He was Gagarin.
Gagarin, whatever.
I'm a Nazi.
He's dead. He can't defend himself.
He's rolling over in his grave. You know.
Poor bastard.
I think he's in a mausoleum, probably in Red Square.
He died in an accident, right? Didn't he? I think he went back up again, and they just had the thing up there, the anniversary of Leica going up there, and the dog. They knew the dog wasn't gonna live, but yeah.
Oh yeah, poor Leica.
Poor Leica.
Yeah.
Poor Leica.
It's kind of sad. Almost where are they?
What's our time count? Yeah, we're doing all right. I think we got 2 rounds left, right?
I'm looking for this.
But Wolf.
Well, I don't like your computer, man.
Andre doesn't like my computer. It's yeah, you know.
It doesn't like me either. Yeah. I'm almost done. 2 more teams to score. All answers are in. 1 more team to score, and then we're good to go.
And just to let you know, I did some really great spring cleaning over the last few days, and I have a shit ton of great trivia T-shirts to give away when we come back.
Very nice. We have a team, Roly Poly Aioli.
Yeah, Roly Poly Aioli. They're that's the team that tied for first last week. So, but yeah, I cannot wait. The Salvation Army has been closed for the last month. And when that opens back up again, I mean, it's going to be a smorgasbord of T-shirts. So when we do come back, it's going to be an absolute fiesta of great T-shirts that we're probably going to get. And I don't mind supporting them.
And I closed. Closed.
The Salvation Army.
Well, Goodwill.
Goodwill, yeah. I don't support Goodwill. He can go to hell. Fuck that guy. Yeah, because everything comes in as donations. Yeah, but they make millions of dollars off it. At least I'm not saying the Salvation Army is the be all end all of the greatest organizations in the entire world, but they kick it back to at least something that goes to a good cause.
Yeah.
Goodwill is just they're lining their pockets on free shit that people donate. All right, all answers are in. I'm going to turn it back over to Andre for a few minutes. We're going to give him I'm going to do the scoring for a few. Maybe I'll come back for the last round, but Honest Abe is back over on the scoring.
All right, cool. Wow, that was a challenge. Now oh yeah, it was crazy. I have newfound respect for. Look at my hair, man. Newfound respect for Trivia Rich doing the scoring. Yeah, let's give you the answers to your last set of questions. The bridge that connects Detroit, Michigan to Windsor, Ontario, Canada, really pretty bridge. It is the Ambassador Bridge. The Ambassador Bridge connects Detroit to Windsor, Ontario. Someone said from slums to syrup. Someone said the Gordie Howe Bridge. But, the real answer is the Ambassador Bridge. the movie about World War II mission, an Allied mission in the Netherlands that didn't work out too well. A true story. The movie was A Bridge Too Far. A Bridge Too Far is your correct answer. Many people said The Bridge to Tabitha, but that was not, not the correct one. Okay. Your next one, the London Bridge, dismantled in 1962. Robert McCullough was a chainsaw magnate living in Arizona, and he had it dismantled and reassembled over Lake Havasu in Arizona. That's where it is. The Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge, he's buried. George Clinton is in the big church in Uptown Kingston, in the graveyard there. Historic George Clinton Memorial Bridge. And the 59th Street Bridge in New York City connects Manhattan to Queens. It is the Queensboro Bridge. The Queensboro Bridge is your correct answer there. All answers are in. Thank you for that. All right. We go now to round number 4. Round number 4. And your categories this time around, we have soups on. We have at the supermarket. At the supermarket, we have One of the Million Ways. One of the Million Ways. And we have mid-century novels. And lastly, animal, vegetable, or mineral. Animal, vegetable, or mineral. Posting up your categories, and in a second, I'm going to send you the sheets, score sheets. Rich is going to send them to me just a little bit, and yeah, I'll give you scores in a little bit, Martin. So hold your, as Grandma Rose would say, hold your proverbial horses. It says edit on the end there. That's fine. Right? Yeah. So, all right. Here are your score sheets, if you will, and rather your answer sheets, I should say, and then I'll give you the scores in just a little bit. Okay, there you go. All right, guys, good luck with that. Get it to us as soon as you can. Are they way off?
It's probably my bad. I'm sure it's my
Good.
bad.
I figure we're on round 4, right?
Yeah.
There's 5 questions, 5 questions, and 5 questions, and then 12. So the highest score could be
2032, right?
12 and 15, 27.
27, yeah.
We got a score of 33.
Oh shit. Well, there were a couple of 8s in there, so we had that before, so you can fix those.
That was from Louis.
Okay. All right. In terms of the scores, it's a work in progress, if you will. We may in fact have to get back to you and let you know what the final scores were. Anyway, we spoke about the bridges and stuff. Just want to go back to another bridge question. My cousin Barbara is one of those people with a real phobia about bridges. You know how she feels that when she's driving on it, that she gets a feeling that she's going to float right off the bridge. And it's a real phenomenon that a real psychological thing that some people have. You might remember they raised the guardrails on the Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge a few years back. It's supposed to have taken care of that for people who have those type of phobias. So hopefully it works. You might have noticed there's a plaque on the Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge. I think it does say something about George Clinton. There's also a plaque on a local bridge for me on Leggs Mills Road in Lake Katrine. There's a bridge over the Esopus. Looks kind of rickety. There's a plaque there also. I was going to stop by today to see what it says, but there was a car behind me, very impatient, so didn't have an opportunity to do it. All right, so this next, did we talk about, we spoke about at the supermarket, I think, this time around. Yeah, at the supermarket. So, supermarket shopping nowadays is a totally different thing. I was at, a ShopRite a few days ago. The days kind of moshed together. It could have been Saturday, could have been Friday. They all seem like a weekend. Happily, the sushi counter was open again. It was closed for a while, so tomorrow I'm going to get my $5 sushi. Go early, it's fresh, and it's not so bad. They've got a sign saying you have to wear a mask when you go in now, and I have a very styling one now. Thank you, Sue Lichtenberg. This is a styling mask. I do like it a lot, and I will wear it when I go in. So speaking of masks, most people are wearing them now, even though it's a rule. Some flout it, but it's the new normal. But to me, it still seems so humorous. Walking around, you see everyone wearing masks. We all give each other a look like what is going on? What's happened that we do this? but you're all kind of in the same club. And oddly enough, even though people have a mask that's covering their face, you could, if they're smiling at you, you can still see that they're wearing a mask, that they're smiling, just by looking at eyes, which is kind of cool. So I don't know if it's peculiar to just ShopRite, but when you're there, you have to line up in aisle 10, keeping the 6 feet of separation. And then, it goes pretty fast. They have an employee, a manager of some type, who's kind of riding herd over the line, making sure no one jumps it or gets ahead. And then when it's your turn, they point you to the right register. So it was my turn. He sent me to the self-serve line. And I feel some kind of way about the self-service checkouts because I'm not an employee of the supermarket, so why should I check out my own stuff? And then B, why I'm feeling I'm taking a job away from someone who could really use it. Taking a job away from a person. Oh, I got to read the questions. Yeah. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah. So is somebody. Okay. All right. Let me read you the questions. I'm going on by supermarket riff. Okay. First category, we're calling it soups on. The Welsh, those that live in Wales, really love this kind of soup. They make laver bread, laver cake, and laver soup. What is the main ingredient in laver soup? What is the main ingredient, if you will, in laver soup? I'll post it for you now. What is the main ingredient in laver soup? Here are your choices. Is it seaweed, crabs, sardines, or liver? What is the main ingredient in laver soup? Seaweed, crabs, sardines, or liver? Question number 1. Question number 2. From the Welsh to at the supermarket now. Illy, or ILLY, is an overseas company that sells what type of edible product, if you will? Illy, or Illy, is an overseas company that sells what type of edible product? Illy or Illy, ILLY. They sell what type of edible product? Okay. Question number 3 this quarter. Category now is one of the million ways. Death by karoshi happens in Japan. What is death by karoshi? What is death by karoshi? It happens in Japan. What is death by karoshi? That's the English spelling there. We go now to your next question. The category this time, from One of the Million Ways. That was the movie. Remember that movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West? That's where I got that, Seth MacFarlane. Mid-century novels. Middle-aged man meets teenage girl. Lolita, the title. Who wrote Lolita? Also became a movie. Who wrote Lolita? Let us know that as well. Here's the question for you. And finally, question number 5 of this round. From mid-century novels. Now we go to animal, vegetable, or mineral. What is a phalarope? A phalarope, Phalarope. What is a phalarope? I'm going to post the question for you. What is a phalarope? Multiple choices for you. Is it a bird? Is it an apple? Is it a potato? Or a semi-precious stone? What is a phalarope? A bird, an apple, a potato, or a semi-precious stone? One of those 4 is your correct answer. Get it to us as soon as you can, all 5. Meantime, we spoke about the supermarket, how I don't feel like I want to be working my own self-service line because I don't want to take the job of a cashier. I hear ShopRite pays pretty well, so I take a job away from someone. Or for that matter, either at Hannaford or Home Depot or Walmart or Lowe's or any place like that. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's, I think pretty much now every station is a self-service station, which I just don't like. It just ain't right. Okay, so yeah, speaking about that, and speaking now about gasoline prices. We were talking about it before. If you live in Western New York, you can go to the Seneca Indian Reservation and pay as low as 88 cents a gallon for a gallon of gas now. It's almost, if you have a big car, why not drive all the way there and take a few lawnmower canisters of gas and gas up? But meantime, who's doing that? So you might notice at the local gas station here in Lake Katrine, it was down to $2.07 nowadays. So you got to feel good about it. Clearly, it's supply and demand. I was watching the news, and they said that yesterday gas sold for for $0 a gallon. And, I'm sure there's an economic reason for that, but if you're selling gas at $0 a barrel, you're not really selling it, you're donating it. You're giving it away, as they say. So I think it went back up, but I know there's a reason. Someone would try to explain it to me why it would sell for $0 a gallon, and don't do it now. You don't have to. But it was selling for $0 a gallon. So clearly not really good for the economy, but for the consumer, when it's down to below $2 a gallon, which is likely going to go there soon, well, that would be pretty good. I'd be very happy about that. So, but we'll get past this, and it's all supply and demand. I'm noticing that the $20 of gas I put in my gas tank about 2 weeks ago has lasted pretty much all the way till today. So, yeah, I know it's overproduction, but why $0 a barrel? Who's buying it? Just give it to me then. But
you have nowhere to put it though. That's the thing. It's like I could buy 500 gallons or 500 barrels of oil, but where the fuck are you gonna put it?
Yeah, man, don't confuse me with facts. I don't need that bullshit. So that's the story there. Yeah. So anyway, the questions: laver soup. The Welsh make it in their bread. Laver cake and soup as well. What's the main ingredient in laver soup or laver soup? Is it seaweed, crabs, sardine, or liver? You might see it all the time. Illy or Illy is an overseas company. They sell what type of edible product? You can eat it or drink it. Let us know what it is. Death by karoshi is a phenomenon. It happens in Japan. What would be death by karoshi? And number 3, middle-aged man meets teenaged girl. They made a movie of it, great posters. Lolita. And that became part of the popular culture, the Lolita character. Who wrote Lolita? And lastly, a philanthrope, P-H-A-L-A-R-O-P-E. What is a philanthrope? Could it be a bird, a plane? No. Could it be a bird, an apple, a potato, or a semi-precious stone? One of those 4 would be your correct answer. So let us know that as well. We'd love to know if you know, and tell us, please. Meantime, it's 8:15. Just a couple more rounds. Oil futures are negative. Gas on reservations is under $1. Yeah, David, my friend Sue Paul lives near, she just told you that. Yeah, on the news. All right. Let's see what I can give you more of a generic sense. Now I'm pretty much talked out. So, what else? Who's in shape? Totally. Is the Garbos, the garbage men, at least the guys that I use for waste management. These guys, they pull up. They don't have any mechanics to pull up these garbage cans. They just put it on like a rail and then pick it up themselves. They are totally in shape. They're running fast. They're going from home to home. They drop in your garbage. And I came out when I was getting the mail, and they said the only thing that they don't go to the gym, and the way they don't get the coronavirus is due to tequila. So
Tequila.
It's your one.
I'm waiting on 3 teams, guys.
Okay, 3 teams. So who are we waiting for? I want usual suspects for sure, right?
Yeah. Blandissimo.
Oh, Wendy.
Douchers aren't here.
No, douchers aren't here. That's a made-up team. Okay.
Mongolian Navy.
Mongolian Navy.
Paltrow's head in the box, and Roly Poly Aioli.
Okay, so yeah, walk it up to us as soon as you can. That'd be wonderful. Meantime, my dog Coco is visiting. Come here, honey. Let's say hi to the peeps. There's Coco. Coco says hi. She's my Penny Pooh. What a sweet dog she is. Yeah, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Hello. She likes Trivia Rich also. And Charlie, I'm gonna put you down, honey. And Charlie, our Chihuahua, also took to Trivia Rich. Come here, dude. Come here, little bum. Come here, you bum. Oh, he's running away. Oh, Charlie ran. Here's something that's up. So, yeah, they're all buddy up. Yeah, and you spelled her name correctly, Larry. That's great. Coco had an appointment at the vet's, and the vet tech called me to remind you that Cocoa is due for an appointment tomorrow. I started laughing. I felt badly. I think she thought I was mocking her. I really wasn't. But who doesn't know how to spell cocoa? But the drink or the candy, cocoa. Oh, excuse me, you guys aren't boring me. Don't worry. I'm just waiting a snack for Connor. Yeah, I've seen Connor. I bet Connor's good with small dogs, though. Is he, Rich? I would hope so. Cranium Chris. That must be Craig's name. Cranium Chris. All right. Okay, waiting on a few answers, so walk it up when you know it. Thank you.
Waiting on one team.
One team.
Gwyneth Paltrow, head of the box.
Team. Gwyneth Paltrow. So, please, Gwyneth, walk it up.
What's in the box?
All right. So, Gwyneth Paltrow when you can.
Unless you go back and check.
Okay. All right. So,
I do have them. Sorry.
all answers in? Fantastic.
1, 2,
Okay. All right. I bet they all got it. That was
They got it.
That was easy round. Okay.
Wait.
Oh, that's
Which GB head in the box?
That's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, it was on twice.
Okay.
I wonder.
Okay. All right. All right. All answers are in. So the answers to your questions. Laver soup is made from seaweed. Seaweed. They make it in bread. They make it in stews, and they make it in a soup. Do the Welsh. The Iley company makes coffee. I've never had Iley coffee, but it's in the supermarket all the time. Death by karoshi. It's an East Asian phenomenon. It's death by overwork. They also have similar things in Korea and China. Vladimir Nabokov wrote Lolita, referred to, of course, in that song by Sting. And Nabokov is okay. And of course, a bird. One, two. What am I missing? One? No, I'm not. And lastly, phallothrop is a bird. It's a bird. It's a shorebird, a seabird. They prefer very salinated lakes, such as Lake Tahoe or Mono Lake in California. Do phallothropes. Pretty bird as well. Pretty bird. Yeah, let's give you the score updates. Okay.
I think this is kosher. I think I fixed what needed to be fixed. But from bottom to top, Quarantine has 17. More beer, please. And it has 18. Douchers is 19. Fredonians 21. I guess we had a duplicate in the Gwyneth Paltrow as well. We're going to discard that. Spazzarelli 24. Blondissimo 24. Juicy Newton has 24. Mongolian Navy and Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box have 26. Not that far off the least. At the Baby Carlos has 26, and the Brutal Suspects have 26.
Tight. Yeah.
In second place, we have a 2-way tie.
Oh, those are all first place people?
That was third place.
Oh, third place. Okay. Yeah.
And second place, second place, 2-way tie with 27 points. Roly Poly Aioli and my drinking team has a trivia problem.
Nice.
And with a 1-point lead, tied for first, Useless Legs and Bad Wolf.
Whoa, Useless Legs.
We had a tight game.
Tied for first. Okay.
Tight game.
All right. Want to send me the next one?
I will send you it right now.
All right. Send it along. Very cool.
Andre. Here goes the round 5.
Round 5. 2 rounds to go. So we'll be done by 9. Probably a little bit before
Even
that.
with all the mishaps and screw-ups.
Mishaps and screw-ups. That's a good trivia team name.
That's right. Mishaps and screw-ups.
All right. Here are the answer sheet for answer sheets for round 5, and I'll read them to you now, if you will. Okay, yeah, feel free. All right. First door to the right on the. Okay. All right. Here are your categories now for round 5. We have language, books, Egyptology, and music. Language, books, Egyptology, and music. Okay. I'll read them to you right now. Question number 1 in the language category. Which is the only French-speaking country, French-speaking republic in the Americas? Which is the only French-speaking republic or country, if you will, in the Americas? The only country with their official language that's French in the Americas. Thank you, Dave. All right. Question number 2. Number 2 in this category. We go from language to your next category, which is books. What is the name of Ron Kovic's best-selling autobiography? What is the name of Ron Kovic's best-selling autobiography? What is the name of Ron Kovic's best-selling autobiography? Thank you. Question 3. We move on now to question 3. Category this time around is sports. I don't hear you. Sports. What 2 teams did the GOAT, greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, he played for 2 teams. What 2 teams, professional teams, did Michael Jordan play for in his professional career? What two teams did Michael Jordan play for in his professional career? Great documentary about him now on ESPN. Haven't seen it, but some of Trivia Break Dominic said it was pretty good. Question number 4, Egyptology. Who was the Egyptian god of the afterlife? Who was the Egyptian god of the afterlife? The Egyptian god of the afterlife. Thank you. Let us know that as well. The Egyptian god of the afterlife. And your final question, question number 5 of your penultimate round of trivia this evening. In the music category, what late 1970s hit contains the following line? Ooh, you make my motor run, my motor run. What late 70s hit contains the following line? Ooh, you make my motor run, my motor run. I'm not going to sing it for you because you'd all run away. What late 1970s hit contains the following line? Ooh, you make my motor run, my motor run. Those are your 5. Let us know as soon as you can. Oh, Rich, you gave me a refill? Thanks.
No, I shared it because it wasn't a.
Oh, cool. I'm still working on the Raging Bitch there. Yeah. I am drinking a beer called Raging Bitch. And by the way, my wife brought it for me. Not that that's her personality, but she does have a sense of humor. So it's an IPA, a Belgian style IPA, Belgian style. So it's really cool. You can get growlers still at Keegan Ales. You can drive up and walk in, and he'll get you a growler. Nice price for them too. It's just shy of a 6-pack, and it's great beer. It's fresh. It's right there. Open your growler though. Better drink it in 2 days. Call a friend. Or actually, you really can't call a friend to do it unless you stay 6 feet away. And but drink it yourself or with your family. You know. But he does have really cool signs. Like he says, "Life is dangerous. Beer is good." Stuff like that. So.
Greg just asked me how drunk is not. I don't know when that was from. A couple minutes ago. We're not.
No, we're not drunk. Yeah. But I don't have to drive. I just have like a short commute up the stairs to the kitchen. Yeah, so I'm done with the talking points pretty much. I wrote a few about Sprint, about Hilary Swank, which is a great movie. See it if you haven't. What did I watch on TV the other day that was pretty... I'm watching old... you know what was really cool? I haven't seen it for a while was... I was watching The Outer Limits on demand, and they had this really cool episode where it was a radio station in California, and somehow the guy in the transmitter room was able to draw up an alien of some kind who lived on microwaves and caused all sorts of havoc when they got loose. That was The Outer Limits. Yeah, we have control of your TV set. I bought that when I was a kid. But they thought, they really do, but they didn't. And doesn't get didn't have the legs that the Twilight Zone does. But anyway, the story there. Okay, you guys all know the mystery photo with her scarves. She's like the alter ego of Anthony Fauci there. Oh yeah. I forgot to say that phrase. What all else do you have? I didn't answer it, but the phrase stuck. And with apologies to Daniel Tosh for that, I thank you. Tosh.0, he's back on. Tosh 2.0, yeah. I saw.
He actually went to I think he grew up in Miami.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Did you? I think you're gonna tell me you met him or something. Famous people you've met or you know.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
Anthony. Wednesday.
Yeah, it's another shout out. I know he can hear me, but when it all comes to, I will link to the Revenant Gallery. Maybe next week I'll buy a gift certificate for I think I may have one still floating from a while ago that I can give out as a trivia prize, to support those guys. Yeah. And even though we don't host trivia at the tattoo parlor. But
hey, did I give the answers to the last round?
I don't know.
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did, man. Did I give the answers to the last round? Yeah. The one thing I wanted to say is death by karoshi is death by overwork. Death by overwork. It's peculiar to the Japanese, but it's also a phenomenon in many other Asian countries. In Korea, they call it the Chinese call it gualosi, and the Koreans call it guarosa. And oddly enough, the in Korea, North Korea, Kim Jong-un is. I did give the answers, but I wanted to speak about what they did in Korea there. So he underwent recent cardiac surgery, and he's not doing well, they say. But he went under the knife for excessive smoking, obesity, and overwork, which is the guara rosa. And they say 600,000 people a year die of it in China for overwork. So it's a real phenomenon in East Asia.
Just a heads
Work
up.
does suck, man.
Yes, it does. Spaz the Rally on the Michael Jordan question. I will actually give you credit because you are technically correct, and I will not give you negative points for that. I will give you full credit for your response. So if you can hear me, that is correct.
Lauren, what beer do they name after you? Yeah, so I guess you can't tell me what they said, but you tell me later. So anyway, don't work too hard. Oh, I see. Yes, this is Raging Bitch. Okay, I got it. I thought somehow they were talking about Fat Tire or something, and I don't think you sell tires, and clearly you're not overweight. Not that that would be a bad thing, but Decadent Nails, Passiflora. I'm also drinking. Rich got us some of the wrench from Industrial down in not Hyde Park in Rockland County, as well as in Hopewell Junction. Oh, speaking of Rockland County, you guys want to hear some crazy shit? I did that Ancestry.com as I might have alluded to before, and it turns out it happens probably not too infrequently. My mother's dad, my grandpa Charlie, just found out is not her biological dad, not my biological grandpa. In fact, her biological dad was some guy named Raymond Coates, who evidently got with Grandma Bertha, once or twice, who knows. And the dude is 100% Cherokee Indian. So here I am thinking I'm all Russian, Polish, Jewish, but in fact I'm 3/4 that way and 1/4 Cherokee. So dang, what are some combination of stuff. But anyway, I've got all these first cousins that I never knew before, and they're really nice. And they grew up in connection to Rockland County. They grew up in Garnerville in Rockland County. One of them lives in Providence, Rhode Island now, and another lives in Oregon. And we're planning this reunion in September if we can do it, because they're going to go to Pine Bush for a wedding if it all happens. But so yeah, that's the deal. You just never know what you're going to find out. But it's so funny. They show pictures of their mom, who was Ray Coates' other daughter, and she looks so much like my mother. So you can see the family resemblance, and I look like their cousin Joseph. So it should be all pretty cool. Sometimes people are really happy to find these relatives they didn't know. Other times, not so much, right? And sometimes it's just exactly what you think. So all answers are in. Very cool. All right. So I got to give you the ansers. So
when you get to question number 8,
all right.
3, so, I'll give you.
Okay, good scores. Okay.
No, I'll give you a little side.
Okay. So here are your answers. The only French-speaking republic in the Western Hemisphere, I shouldn't say Western Hemisphere, in the Americas is Haiti. Haiti, French is the official language. The movie, which is also with Tom Cruise, born on the 4th of July. Number 3, he played, Michael Jordan did for the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards.
But if you put the White Sox,
yes. Oh, yeah.
And I have a little sidebar. Next one too.
Okay. And the Egyptian god of the afterlife is Osiris.
And if you put Anubis, I gave you credit too, because that's correct. I just looked that up.
Did we have that once before? I seem to recall that
if you put that, I'm going to give you I'll give you a point.
Okay. So your Rich point for Anubis as well, and a point for the White Sox. And the last one, the song with "Ooh, You Make My Motor Run," is "My Sharona" by the Knack. The Knack, big song in 1979. Fun song. Yeah. All right. Okay, one more round to go. Yeah, excellent. Okay. All right, your final round, and your categories this time around. It's going to be sports, geography, music, awards, and movies. Sports, geography, music, awards, and movies. Posting the categories for you now. You don't have to wager any points. This is just so you know in advance. And let's give you the questions now. Rich is going to send me the answer sheet. Thank you, Rich. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Morrison. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to reveal that. So there we go. Okay. Here are your answer sheets. Send it to us as soon as you can. Thank you, Dave. Answer sheets forthcoming, and I'll post the questions for you now. Okay. Question number 1 of this round in the sports category. What was Wayne Gretzky's jersey number during his professional hockey career? The great one, they call him Wayne Gretzky. What was his jersey number during his professional career? Yeah, what is sports? I'm jonesing for it, man. What was Wayne Gretzky's jersey number during his professional hockey career? Question number 2 is geography. Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is one country, Kosovo, and a few other countries make up what peninsula? Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is one country, Kosovo, and a few other countries make up what peninsula? Make up what peninsula, if you will. Thank you for that. Your next one. Category this time around, we go from geography to your next category, which is music. Who recorded the 1983 top 5 hit, She Works Hard for the Money? Who recorded that song? 1983, a big hit, She Works Hard for the Money. And who recorded that song? Thank you for letting us know in advance. So hard for the money. You better treat her right. That's pretty good with the falsetto there, bro. I'm impressed. Okay. Number 4. The Oscar statuette. What does he hold in his hands? What does the Oscar statuette hold in its steely hands? What does the Oscar statuette hold in its hands? Let us know that as well. And your final question of the evening, guys, it is as follows. Your final category. Whoops, that's not it. Okay. What was the name of Danny's gang in the movies category? What was Danny's gang, their name, in the movie Grease? What was the name of Danny's gang in Greece? What was the name of that gang? What was the name of Danny's gang in the movie Grease?
I never got the it's one of those things. It's like even like Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not that I hate the movie, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, it's a love-hate thing.
Oh, really? I loved it.
Yeah, that it's like
you got to talk to Craig from Useless Legs, whatever. He plays for a lot of different teams. He used to go to those showings, midnight showings, man. And he would dress as.
I'm not knocking it. Like, it's not that I hate it, but it's like I'm not like goo goo and gaga over.
Yeah. You know? Well. He would dress as not Frankenfurter, who was the lurch-looking kind of guy. Just 7 days.
You can see the love I have for the movie.
I will make you a man. Terry, sing it for me, man. But anyway, he would play that guy, not Frankenfurter, the other one. And so did my nephew Mark played him in a play this summer in Woodstock at the Colony Cafe. Anyway, I was going to tell you about the Knack. You know, My Sharona, the Knack, big jam, great jam in the summer of '79. That summer, I worked at an all-night grocery store in Buffalo on Elmwood Avenue. Safest store in the world, even though all sorts of odd people came in at night. But all the Buffalo cops would stop there for their coffee and donuts and their store-bought pizza. And surprisingly, though, the policy was we gave the cops no breaks in terms of price, and they didn't ask for a discount, and we didn't give them one, which seemed odd to me. During the week, I'd work there. On weekends, I'd work overnights, but during the day, I did the day shift, of course, and part of my gig was to clean the outside windows. You know, urban store, and the windows got pretty grimy, and they would just give me a push bottle of Windex and some paper towels, and it was tough going. And one day, an older Italian gentleman came by, and he said he used to be a window washer. Oh, Riff Raff. Yes, thank you, Sue. Riff Raff is what Craig played. Anyway, but so he told me instead of using Windex and a paper towel, just get some ammonia and an old newspaper And sure enough, man, you do that, man, your windows will shine. Something about the newsprint will make them shine.
Come home and get your shine box.
So he's not kidding. Ever since then, I've used newsprint and Windex to clean my windows in the car. It really works like a charm. So anyway, speaking about the Knack, 79, they were poised for big things. Their first album, Meet the Knack, was a platinum seller. It was really big in the U.S., Canada, and Europe. And My Sharona and the follow-up single, Good Girls Don't, were big chart toppers. The tour was a big success. They did some jams of Bruce Springsteen and Bruce Hornsby and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, all that kind of business. They took some heat, though, because their album cover, Meet the Knack, was very similar to Meet the Beatles, so they took some heat there. But then their second album, which was called But the Little Girls Understand, which was just an odd title. Even then, it just seemed so distasteful. What were they implying? Just stupid to do that. It still went gold, but did nowhere met the success of the first album, Meet the Knack. The third album only sold 150,000 copies, went nowhere. And then they disbanded over internal differences in 1981. And sadly, the lead singer, Doug Fieger, died in 2010. He was only 57 years old, so very sad there. But what a great song. We still have it. Good Girls Don't and My Sharona, great tune. And just, wow, this is some crazy trivia. Doug Fieger's brother, they grew up in Chicago and then later moved to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. His brother was an attorney who defended Dr. Kevorkian, the death doctor. So, which is a bit of an odd connection there. Rich is busy. I was expecting a reaction from him getting on, but okay. So that's okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So, meantime, your questions. What was Wayne Gretzky's jersey number during his professional hockey career with the Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings, and then the New York Rangers? I think that was it. Number 2, Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, Montenegro, what other countries? Serbia, lots of countries there on that small peninsula. They make up what peninsula, if you will? Who recorded the 1983 top 5 hit, She Works Hard for the Money? The Oscars, we mentioned Hilary Swank before, as well as Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Clint and Hillary winning Oscars for $1 Million Baby. What does the Oscar statue hold in his hand? What does he hold in his hands? Yeah, thank you, Craig. Played for the St. Louis Blues as well. And finally, what was the name of Danny's gang in Grease, in the movie Grease, with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John and others. So Ryan McCann, by the way, saying Osiris is the wrong answer, Lord of the Underworld. But Anubis was the Egyptian god of the afterlife. So yeah, we gave questions for Anubis. And, we did. Okay. So there we have it. Sports category, our final 5. We'll reveal a winner in just a little bit, and the winner this week is getting a $25 gift certificate to our friends at Keegan Ales. Tommy Keegan and his wife Lisa, still open, just for takeout. So it looks so open. You walk in, and you think, okay, I'll have a beer on the sun deck, but you're not allowed to. Just you got to take your God damn, you got to take your growler and consume it at home, or on your if you have a deck at home, consume it there with the family.
Me and Andre next week are actually going to go on location. We're going to drive down to the beaches of Georgia with no mask on.
No mask.
We're just going to wear some skivvies. And
I don't think people want to see that. Yeah, that's crazy. I've heard today on the news, Georgia opened up the beaches, as did South Carolina. But the mayor of Myrtle Beach said, yeah, we're even though the state opened the beaches, the stool is on my butt. But that sounds horrible. Oh my God. I thought something really bad to say. I won't say it. So they're closing the beaches. So yeah. I love it. These guys I love that name, Crystal Smith Minot. Cool. So French. No, she says she gives it Ryan. Ryan, are you with the other McCann brother, Terry McCann's brother? You're a bit of a smartass, I might say, buddy. So, all right. No, I'm just kidding. Meantime, make sure to lick the sand. Thank you, Zachary. I think not.
So meantime,
two more teams.
Two more teams are waiting for your answers. Walk it up when you know it. We appreciate that. Take your beer to go. So yeah, Rich has brought a thing of Wrench, which is really cool beer from Industrial. Drinking from Raging Bitch. I'm drinking, and I finished my last bit of a Monkey Trials from Keegan Ailes earlier this week. So oh yeah, she did work hard on it. I will, Sue. Thank you. Yeah, all credit going to my ex-wife Sue Lichtenberg, who made these fantastic masks. Fits over your ear. This is material she did for a comforter a while ago. I had leftover material, found reason to do it. I think it's a styling mask. I'm looking forward to going to the supermarket wearing it, showing people what I got, man. It's my mask, yeah.
Waiting on one team.
Oh, by the way, I was going to do finish the lyrics for a Jay Giles song. First I Look at the Purse, but it was more than 200 characters, but they had such great lines. It was like, some fellas look at the eyes, some fellas look at the nose, some fellas look at the clothes, some fellas look at some other shit. But and the tagline, the hook is, first I look at the purse. The Contours did the original, but it was more than 200 characters, so I really couldn't post it on Facebook there. But I recommend you download the original version by the Contours. It's a bit of a sexist song, but it's just funny stuff. And I didn't play it for my wife because she always kids me. She being a nurse now and me being semi-retired. That is, she's the breadwinner now. So yeah. So and I love her for that, and I love her for other things too. All answers are in. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna pull the mask off, Sue. It's my house, so you don't have to wear a mask in my house. But I do appreciate you making it. Okay, let me give you the answers to your final 5 questions, and then we'll read your final scores. All right, and your answers are as follows. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, for his entire career with the Oilers, Edmonton Oilers, the Los Angeles Kings, New York Rangers, and the St. Louis Blues, he wore number 99. Number 99, interesting number, but that was his number, 99, for the great one, Wayne Gretzky. All right. Question number 2, all those countries, Greece, Kosovo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, the others are in the Balkans, the peninsula. Donna Summer wrote and sung, I don't know if she wrote it, but she sung She Works Hard for the Money. Number 4, the answer there is a sword. A sword is the answer. And your final answer, Thunderbirds. So we had the Oscar statuettes holding a sword, and the gang in Greece, they are the Thunderbirds. I totally forgot that, the Thunderbirds. Fun movie. Not Danny, what was his name? Zuko or Vito? What was the name of the character? It doesn't really matter. But it does matter anyway. So Danny Zuko. Okay. Want to give the final scores, Rich?
I will.
Should I turn the? I'll turn the.
I think I got.
Want to pick up that wire there?
Yep.
Gonna make it?
Nope.
No. Okay, why don't you come on this way? Okay.
Come around.
Okay.
I can turn my computer.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna hand the microphone, the camera over to Trivia Rich.
Paging Mr. Herman. All right. I know there's a couple wacky teams that didn't participate, but we're going to read them off anyway. 18 points, more beer, please. They didn't participate, but we're going to shout them out because they're usually playing trivia at Keegan Ailes.
Yeah, they always give me the 4. Lori always sends the mystery final answer, which, by the way, is Dr. Deborah Bricks.
Dr. Deborah Bricks. All right. Me and just to let you know that after this is all over with, me and Andre are gonna go knock over a liquor store. Why not? I mean,
we're dressed for it.
Yeah, we're totally. Actually, I'll take the shirt off, Anthony, so that we don't promote the tattoo parlor. And whatever, second to last place, but we're not going to do that after this. But the douchers, they were never a team.
No, they were a team.
The secondary, Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box had 22, and that was all bullshit. Quarantine had 25. The Freedonians, nice showing with 26. Spazzarelli had 31. Blondissimo also had 31. Juicy Newton That's the Revenant Gallery. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. They had 32 points. Mongolian Navy had 33. Last week's champions. With a team that we'll get to that point. Brutal Suspects had 34. Baby Carlos 35. Tied with my drinking team as a trivia problem and tied for 4th place. Gwyneth Paltrow's Head in a Box had 36 points. A 2-way tie for 2nd place with 37 points. Useless Legs and Roly Poly Aioli. And with a 1-point win, the Doctor Who fans.
All right.
Bad Wolf.
Congrats to Bad Wolf.
Bad Wolf wins it this week. If my scores are screwy, you can throw things at Andre. It's all right. I'll go back and check them, but I think we're right. But if there's any problems, I'll throw you a bone. I always do. I always take care of you guys. We love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's any scoring discrepancies, and I'm sure Craig will find something because I love it.
The Bad Wolf wins a $25 gift certificate for now.
Yep, for now. And like I said, if we hold it, and we know that if you have it for Keegan Ailes, that they're there, we're good for it, and we'll take care of you. We know that we have you on file. But I also have a gift certificate still for Tim Rich and those guys at Hoodie Hoodlums. But I took care of the Roly Poly Aioli. I gave them their Rough Draft gift card today. I bought it for them. I didn't want to forget. So sharing is caring. Lauren, I know you do the right thing, and when everybody comes back, we'll all have a feast and get some coffee and booze.
Yeah, and Bad Wolf, message me your an address. I can mail you your gift certificate. That'll be great. And,
one of these days, we will perfect this.
Yeah,
we will perfect this. I promise you. And but we have a lot of fun doing it, and like I said, it's we're trying to do the right thing and mask up and all that happy nonsense, and hopefully this is all behind us sooner rather than later. And we, like I said, we love you guys, and we'll continue doing this until
we don't have to.
We don't have to, and when we don't have to, the better. But it's but like I said, when we come back, Andre does it at Keegan's on Tuesday nights, the partitions on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah,
when it's back, and Grand Crew on Thursdays.
Yeah, when it's back.
When it's back.
2 new places, the Emerson and I don't know how to do it. The Emerson and Endcut in West Park, the steak place. So it'll be fun.
And I will give you guys, if anybody's in Poughkeepsie, my buddy Denny Pizzarelli that runs Deuces. I didn't really link it to him this week, and they did a gift certificate the last few weeks. On Tuesday nights, but they have great food regardless of what night of the week they're open. But on Tuesdays, they have Taco Tuesday and great burrito and taco specials. And then I know don't drink and drive, but they do a $5 to go margarita. You can get regular or strawberry. And yeah, check it out and get some good food. But we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.
Thanks for coming out
Next week, and we'll probably do the same thing. And rock and roll, baby. We love you.
Have a good evening, guys. See you.
Get on it, baby. Need a tattoo? Get a hold of Anthony.
See you guys soon.
Love you guys.
Good evening. Bye-bye.
Our connection's unstable.
Oh.
Let's go.
Good night. You know.